I love you more. No, you are. I love you more. Of course. Don't play this game. Don't. No, you're the most fantastic person on the planet. You are. Yes, you're the best. No, you... Okay, all right. I will. You too. You're the best. You're better. You're better. You're better. All right. Hey, do you want to say hi to, Right. I love you too. Bye-bye.
Who was it? Who are you talking to, Ben?
Bill collector.
No, come on, Ben. Who? Obviously, was that? Is that a girlfriend? Or?
That was Mom.
Well, didn't she want to say hi to me or anything?
No.
How is she?
She's well.
Terrific.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Good.
I'm okay. I'm just,
You know, it's funny. We were talking about maybe her, blowing through town here. Hello?
What? I'm sorry, you were talking about her coming...
Well, she was mentioning that she's going to be traveling through this area, so of course I said that when she does, next week, she could stay here.
Well, I'm sure she can... you must stay here in town.
Yeah, but I sort of said more specifically she could stay here in the house when she comes.
Well, you know, that may not be the best arrangement for everybody because...
Well, Dad, it's the only thing I could say. I mean, I was, you know... It's...
No, I know, but I think that... You know, it's because the Holiday Inn right down the block has a...
Yeah, Dad, but the point is that, you know...
She could have room service and there's a heated pool. And I'm
what?
Sure it's a heated pool.
You said hated pool. Hated, not heated.
No, you heard hated.
No, I heard...
No, I know what I said, Ben. I said they have a heated pool. I've stayed there.
No, that's a slip. You made a slip, but you said hated because we were talking about Mom. Say hated pool.
Hated pool.
I say heated pool.
Heated pool. Well, if I said hated pool, it was a slip. But it wasn't a Freudian slip.
Well, I mean...
it was a Jungian slip. But,
she's just coming to visit, so, I mean, it's not like a big deal. She'll stay for a week or two, or...
Yeah. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with the idea of her staying in my house.
Well, Dad, you know very well that Mom... What do you mean, your house?
I said I'm not sure I'm comfortable with her staying in our house.
Yeah, but you said my house. You said hated pool, and then you said my house.
Ben, you hear what you want to hear.
What did you just say?
You are what you eat.
It's a full kitchen, 2 bedrooms, living room, dinette, walk-in closet in each bedroom, and 1 full bathroom with shower, tub, and linen closet. Okay, hold on. Dr. Katz's office? That's right. It's still available. Please hold. Ralph, sorry. Could you hold on a second?
Laura?
Yeah?
I can't get an outside line. What's going on?
Well, I have a lot of people on hold.
Well, did some of them want to talk to me?
Well, no, it's because I placed my ad about my apartment.
Oh, right,
yeah,
you told me.
So I have a lot of people
why would you give your work number? This is what
Because this is where I am all day.
Yeah, but isn't that something you should really do on your time? Do you see what I'm saying? Because
my time?
Well, because now, technically you're working for me, taking my calls on my phone lines that I pay for.
So it's your time?
Well, shouldn't you be getting those calls at your home?
I don't want all those people knowing my home number.
And, well, first let me ask you this. Would you characterize their marriage as a good marriage? Do you think it was a happy marriage?
Well, they never really would fight, my parents. Everything was always very under the surface.
Mm-hmm.
The only way I could tell my mother was angry at my father was at meals. She'd serve him bread with a frozen stick of butter and watch him struggle.
That's subtle. Is it a partnership, your marriage? I mean, does he pitch in around the house? Does he help out?
My husband suffers from refrigerator blindness.
Right.
He can't see anything in a refrigerator. He'll stare in it for hours.
Right, I had that.
He won't move anything in the refrigerator. If he doesn't see it, it isn't there. He'll say, "Where's the tuna fish?" I'll say, "It's behind the milk." "Move the milk." He'll say, "I don't want to move the milk." Because for some reason, if he moves the milk and the tuna fish isn't there,
yeah,
the milk won.
Who handles the finances in your family?
Well, my husband does the checkbook. I knew nothing about money. My parents didn't teach me anything. When I used to sign my checks, love Rita. My first credit card bill I got was so big before I opened it, I actually heard a drum roll.
That's a big bill.
Hey, Laura.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
Good. I stopped by. Yeah, I just came by, and actually, I got some news for my dad, and it's pretty big. It's fairly big news. So I was hoping he was free because he's going to want to hear this one. It's a bomb, quite frankly. This is an explosive piece of news. I'm going to drop it. I'm going to drop the bomb on him.
Neat.
It's going to be difficult to tell him, because of the nature of the news, but it's...
Here, why don't you take this pen and a piece of paper and...
Well, I think it's better...
Write down what you have to say, and I'll give it to your dad, because he's busy right now, and I don't think that...
Yeah, I'd rather see him...
Oops, gotta get the phone.
Sure.
Darn it. Hello, Dr. Katz's office. Speaking. Right, okay, it's a full kitchen, 2 bedrooms, living room, dinette, walk-in closet in each bedroom. That's right, yeah. Oh, great. Oh, yeah, sure, that sounds good.
Can I get index cards? Because I'm gonna...
Shh. I'm sorry.
I just want to...
No, that wonon't be necessary.
I'm not gonna write it out.
I'm
just gonna hit the bullet points, and then I just needed index
I'm
cards.
sorry, Gary, could you hold on for a second? Could you shut up?
Do you have a highlighter?
Shut up!
Okay.
My husband has 2 beliefs in life. He believes in God, and he believes that when the gas gauge is on empty, he still has a quarter of a tank. He thinks the E stands for, there's still some left.
When in fact it stands for empty, right? Well, so let me ask you something. When you talk about friction in your marriage, what kinds of things cause friction?
He doesn't understand that I have to talk to my girlfriend on the phone every single day. He'll say, "Why do you have to talk to her again today? You just talked to her yesterday. What could you possibly have to tell her?"
Yeah.
I say, for one thing, I have to tell her you just said that.
Do you and your husband talk about raising the stakes, starting a family?
We did long for the pitter-patter of little feet, so we decided to buy a dog, cheaper, and get more feet. My husband's never had a dog before, and I realized men teach dogs different tricks and women teach dogs. My husband came home, I said, "Look." I taught him to sit. I came home, my husband said, "Look. If you put him on the roof and light his tail, he jumps into the pool."
So you think that maybe the dog is a...
He's not a child substitute. At least that's what his pediatrician says.
On 27 acres. Good. Attached garage, that I like. 6 bedrooms, sunken living room. Dining room, den, maid's quarters, okay. No, money is not an issue. No, sorry, the opposite. Yep, the opposite of that. Okay, opposite again. Okay, now you're on it. Good. Sean, let me ask you something. The sunken living room, could that be fixed? Or...
I think it's going to work out. I think that, if I find the right place, it's going to work out.
I'm just afraid you're going about this, you're putting the cart before the horse. That what you really need before you need an apartment is you need some kind of steady income, something where you can say, this is what I bring in every week, this is what it's going to cost me to live in here.
No.
And
no.
So you can plan the life of a young adult. This is what you...
No. I think that what you got to do is you got to be bold. You got to make bold moves and then let the chips fall.
Okay, look, I was 17 years old. I couldn't stand living at home anymore.
Here we go.
And I moved into the first available place. I come home 2 nights later, crabs.
Really?
Yeah, I had crabs from this mattress.
You can't get crabs from a mattress, can you?
If there's a hooker on it. Hey,
go.
whoa,
All right.
wait a minute, please.
Hello, Chico.
So it's not just the place. You think that people are different there?
Like your friends in California? They're like your friends. They kind of look like people. There's a telephone involved. They have an automobile, but they're not like your friends back in New York or Boston or Seattle or Atlanta or Texas. As a matter of fact, your friends in L.A. don't show up when they invite you somewhere. How do they make that work? In New York City, if you say to your friend, "I'll meet you at the movie theater at 10 o'clock, it's not a suggestion of what could happen in the world that day. It's an actuality. It's like magic. Boing, you and your friend just appear at the movie theater at 10 o'clock because on the East Coast of our country, if you're not there, you're accountable. People are really upset. They're all like, "Barry, what the is going on? I'm standing outside the theater for 2 hours with my in my head. I'm thinking, what, did you die? Do I go in? Do I go out? Do I buy a ticket? Do I give it to the usher? Do I look for you in the back? Do I look if you're coming out of the subway? Do I beep you or call your voicemail, your other 8 numbers, like you're some sort of doctor, drug dealer? What the hell is going on?
You okay?
And on the east coast of our country, you give what's called a reason. You make up what's called an explanation, and then you move on with your life, so it's no big deal.
You know, I don't like to bleep my patients, Barry. So you also have your problems with the East Coast.
I lost my luggage at Kennedy Airport, the most unsympathetic place in the world. You go to the person behind the counter whose job it is to help you. I say, I've lost my luggage, typical New York style. The person goes, yeah, that's all I need now, you and your bags. What do you want me to pick up the airport and shake it till your bags fling out? Who am I, Kreskin? What am I, Yuri Geller? Shirley MacLaine in the head? What am I, the magician, David Copperballs?
What?
Was this the Psychic Bags Balls Network? Did you know your bags went to San Jose?
Hey,
excuse me. No, excuse me. I think you're a little out of line. Hey, here's something. You know what your bags look like, and you can't find them. I don't know what they look like.
Hey, Laura. Hi.
Hi.
I just pop back in.
Great.
Yeah, pop in, pop out.
I like that second part.
Yeah. Hey, how's the stuff going with your place? Have you found
Yes.
anybody? You found somebody? Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yep.
That's good. I'm still looking
Yeah.
myself for my own place.
Sure.
Yeah, my own little private spot. Oh, me. Yeah, actually, I more stop by on the lines that I'm going to make out some change of address forms.
Right.
Some announcements that I'm going to make that move.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I was thinking maybe, my father would probably be cool about you typing them out for me.
No.
Well, if you have a second, or a minute, you could type out.
Wait a second. You're filling out change of address cards and you don't know where you're moving?
It sounds crazy when you say it.
What was it like in your house? You're a kid, you're 10 years old, you're in Brooklyn, New York. Can you sort of...
Growing up in New York City was like, did you ever see any Neil Simon plays?
Yeah.
It was just like that. It was like a lot of yelling. It was always like, get out of here, I'm not leaving. You're leaving, you're getting out. Don't tell me to get out. People are arguing. And everybody's Jewish. In Neil Simon's nuttiest new hit, The Exit. Get out of here! Get out of here! Excuse me, Mr. Screaming. Pardon me, Mr. Yelling. Time out, Mr. I'm not deaf. Now I am! That was the kind of upbringing I had. My dad has expressions like, ooh, look how they get you. Look how they get you. We go to a steak restaurant. I think it's a good deal. You take mom and dad, $14, all you can eat. My dad's already suspicious. Ooh, look how they get you. Ooh, they get you. They give you the soup, the salad, the bread. Don't eat the bread. Don't eat the breadsticks. By the time the steak comes, you're too full. You can't eat it. That's how they get you. I go, wait, like any good New York kid, I'd be screaming at my dad in the restaurant. What do you mean that's how they get you, Dad? Well, they give the steak to someone else after you've had a couple of bites. They want you to have just a bite or two of the steak, and where do they go? Take it in the kitchen, they solder it back together, they sell it in the street. My dad goes, oh, what do I look like, the expert on steak? What am I, Henry Worcestershire sauce? Well, what's in my pocket? A big cow chart. Let me put this up in case anyone else has any beef questions, any meat inquiries. Barry, I don't know where the steak goes. All I know is how they get you. That's how they get you. You want to argue at this hour? He would do this. At nighttime in New York City, there was nowhere you could go at this hour. He'd always be, oh, you're going to go out? Now? At this hour? Where do you go? A crazy place. A sick place. You're going to make a phone call now? You're going to use my phone? At this hour? Who do you call? You call crazy people. You call sick people. Hello? Come on over and kill me.
So he was not a real source of wisdom in your life?
He'd go, don't do anything I wouldn't do. He wouldn't do anything. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that limits you.
I mean,
well, actually, it frees you.
Well, I don't know.
But if you don't do anything that he wouldn't do, and he wouldn't do anything, it means you could do everything? Or does it mean the opposite? I give up.
Well, you're the doctor.
Not enough air in here. So you used to... Wait a second, you worked in real estate?
I was Mr. Real Estate.
When was this?
It was in the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
Yes, I was at the top of my game, actually. You know that slogan, location, location, location?
Yes, I've heard that.
I'm the one who coined that, actually.
You're kidding me.
No, my first suggestion was location, 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 location.
What do I even ask? If you can...
I can set him straight.
Yeah. Because I'm just worried that the first guy he sees, he'll give him a deposit, and the guy will disappear into the back of a van, and the guy...
Why do you have so little faith in him?
I guess from spending time with him. How'd you make out? You see anything you liked?
Tough day overall.
Yeah.
It's a little on the pricey side nowadays.
Well, it's I'll tell you something. It's tough even for me to make ends meet.
Yeah.
It took me years just to get them to acknowledge each other's existence.
The ends?
Yeah.
The meat.
Just a little joke, Ben.
Yeah,
I know
you
it's.
Ain't kidding, Dad. I'm surprised how difficult it is to find a place in my price range.
And what have you figured out what that is?
Well, it started in the late teens and then it dropped into the preteens.
You're looking for something in the preteens.
Yeah, and then I was based on some of the numbers I was hearing. I was thinking about maybe holding off till the market settles down.
Maybe that's the right thing to do. Just sort of wait it out.
Yeah, it's not me. I mean, I want to go right ahead with it. You understand? But I think it's more
timing it right.
Yeah, you got to.
Well, real estate is timing.
Yeah, it is.
Or is that comedy?
I think comedy is location.
Hey, I've been doing some thinking myself, Ben. About your mother and the visit, and that maybe we should let her know that she's really welcome to stay here.
Really?
Yeah. I think I acted too harshly and too quickly, and I didn't really try and see it from your point of view.
That's nice, Dad. I mean, I appreciate you saying that. I mean, if you really feel that way.
No, absolutely.
Otherwise, I mean, we can.
No, as a matter of fact, why don't we give her a call right now, and we'll.
No, I mean, I'm not against having Mom not stay here. I've been doing a little thinking too, and I'm thinking maybe it's best Mom doesn't stay here.
Yeah, but I've been doing a little more thinking.
And what were you thinking?
Yeah, I was anticipating your newest thoughts. And I was thinking perhaps you shouldn't do any more thinking.
Well, I'm actually thinking that I'll make the decision on this one, and then.
Ben, she's coming, and damn it, she's going to stay in my bed.
Okay, let's go.
So you're more adventurous these days. You feel like you're starting to experiment, take chances you didn't used to take.
Yes, I'm going to water ski someday.
Oh, great.
As soon as I can mentally separate it from being dragged by a boat.
That's an important step.
Well, you're obviously in terrific shape. Do you exercise every day?
Yes.
Do you try to watch what you eat?
I buy anything that says low fat.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not real specific. They never say lower than what? Lower than a great big old cup of fat?
Right.
I had a lot of jobs. One of the first jobs in entertainment I had was in the 70s. I used to be a roadie for the Village People. Indian, pick up those feathers. There are 15 minutes to get on the bus. Come on, help me out, Mr. Indian Construction Guy, please. What? All the musical equipment's in Florida and we're in New York City? Where am I going to get 8 tambourines by 9 o'clock? Boots, 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 moccasins, boots, boots, boots. All right, everyone on the bus. Come on, let's go.
Let me ask you, why is it that you dress like someone half your age?
That's cold. That's Ice World. I mean, what is there an age limit to this jacket?
Well, it varies from state to state, but let me check the label.
Again, you give me the business. I come in here, I pay you, and still you give me the business. These are my clothes. This is what I wear.
Let's.
How's your Dr. Katz? No.
You know what you are, Barry? Today you're a big silly head.
Nah. How's your Dr. Katz? Nah. See?
Oops. You know what the music means.